Well, back to Fog Wrestling, back with another Monday Night Raw review, retro review. It is the 8th of April, 2002, brother. And we kick off this show with an intro and a hype package about a SmackDown title match between Triple H and Hulk Hogan, which seemed a bit weird.
Yep, speaking of Triple H, he wasn't on Raw tonight, and I guess he's got no real reason to be on Raw because he's not. I mean, the number one contender is on SmackDown, so Triple H has fucking basically got 3 weeks off Raw.
And I feel like at this point they've even kind of cocked on that, oh fuck, this is a bit of a botch. We don't have the champion on the show.
Yeah. So, I don't know what is happening.
Like, you could have had him on it, but then it would have seemed a bit forced, so I don't know what you could have really done around it.
Yeah.
Ric Flair comes out, explains the whole disaster in this. I lost the coin toss, boy. Ric Flair's I think he's a pish authority figure. Like, Ric Flair's the man, but see, in terms of decision making, I think he's a fucking disaster.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing, does he? Like, I mean, he's...
And then the whole, no one can touch me, you're getting fined. He comes off a bit pathetic, in my opinion.
Yep, anyway, Ric Flair basically says he got it wrong, and that he's going to announce the next challenger for the belt. Taker's no happy. Taker wants a title shot.
Yep, out comes Austin, brother. Austin, this is brilliant. What? So you're dead. You got a pulse. What? Are you alive? What? Brilliant. Then Flair's like, well, you know what?
Why is he getting a title shot? It's because that stupid bandana. What?
Because he rides a bike.
What?
It's because he's dead.
What?
It's because you like him.
Because he got stupid tattoos. What?
It's because he's the dead man. Right, we've said that one about 10 times, but yes.
Is it his boots? What?
Is
his
it
stupid shorts?
His glasses? Is it because he's from Death Valley? Is it because his brother's Kane? Is it because his name begins with a U?
No one will ever be as over as Austin. I don't care.
Anyway, though, he won't be, but Ric Flair says, well, I am, brother. Makes 2 matches, Taker against Van Dam and Austin against Scott Hall. Never actually explained what would happen in those 2 matches if they both won.
Just kind of left it up for us to, guess what was going to happen.
I don't know. Part of me's thinking this is just Ric Flair being Ric Flair and just being completely utter retarded.
Could be like McMahon's boiling in the headset, like no happy.
Even though he's running SmackDown.
Taker says that Austin doesn't deserve a title shot, and what's he going to do about it? Cue ball. And then they start brawling. Austin clotheslines Taker to the side, goes to hit a stunner on Ric Flair, decides not to do it, and then smacks Undertaker off the apron again. So, I mean, great start to the show. Austin.
Much better than last week.
Austin and Taker. What more do you want?
And Ric Flair. And I'm still coming in a rash. It's pish. But anyway, yes, Bubba Ray taking on Booker T for the hardcore title. Before the match, we have a dance-off with the spinner Rooney
Booker
versus...
T gives us a very good spinner Rooney, to be honest. Five time.
Bubba Ray gives us the Caucasian spinner Rooney.
Bubba Ray tells him to hit the funky music and... Oh my
hit
god.
the white music.
White boy music starts playing and fucking JR's putting over Bubba Ray's dancing. Then we have a decent hardcore title match. It ends when we interference with Goldust. Bubba Ray powerbombs Goldust through the table, gets the win, walks up to the back. Referee keeps following Bubba Ray and harassing him. And then Bubba Ray's Dudley Boy music ain't playing. It's like the funky music at the start. And
the ref's telling him to dance.
He does a wee dance at the top of the ramp there. So McMahon must have been fucking shouting down the mic to get Bubba Ray to do a bit. It would have looked a bit dodgy if the funky music's playing and Bubba Ray just walks off to the back casually as if nothing happened. So, I mean, it is what it is. Right, up next we have Jonathan Coachman interviewed Trish Stratus, talking about how last week she got smashed over the head with a paddle. And she is interrupted by the guy that should have been world champion, the man, Mr. William Regal.
You bloody slapper.
And...
Bristol's. And what?
And William Regal fucking does one of the best things on the show here.
Aye, he does.
Aye.
And what was it?
He rips the piss out of Trish Stratus, then he rips the piss out of Spike Dudley.
That little cretin, that little bastard, he should have been aborted. He's an abomination to this fucking universe.
Oh, fucking William. But this was weird, and then...
he's talking to Trish, who doesn't even seem like she's in the same fucking arena at this point.
Trish brings up the fact they lost to Spike, and then fucking William Regal's having a bit of a meltdown, because you would be having a meltdown if you lost to Spike. And then, William Regal's kind of like bashing Spike and Trish, but Trish isn't there. The camera like pans out and she's not there, and William Regal's like talking to himself.
I'm talking to you, bloody coachman.
Coach just standing there like not got a fucking clue. Great fucking segment here, but it's kind of weird how it shot it in the end. Then we have Kane backstage looking at the Divas magazine, and he says that last week it felt great. 17,000 Canaanites go mental, and his whole life he's been a freak, and now he's accepting it because freaks are cool. So I mean,
yeah, man,
good Kane promo here. I mean, so far everything on the show has been good.
Like, if you're not going to do Monster Kane, at least do this Kane.
Yeah,
that's the bottom line. But then we have the NWO backstage hyper up X-Pac for his falls count anywhere match.
Fucking juggling his nunchucks everywhere.
Nash and Hall are like
cooked
out their dome, not wanting hit with him.
Yeah, X-Pac tells him he wants him to stay backstage, and he's got Kane himself. Probably because fucking Nash's knees can't handle the walk to the ring. Nash's quads are hanging on by a fucking thread here, so yeah, they decide that they're going to stand back, and it is going to be Kane versus X-Pac up next.
Yep, this match only lasts for about 3 minutes. It heads to the back, and then he's ambushed by Hall and Nash.
The NWO, they batter him, they fucking beat the shit out of him with a bat, a chair, 2x4. X-Pac steals Kane's mask, does like a one-person concerto to Kane. Kane's laying out there.
Bradshaw then
with his high heels. I mean,
yeah, he was wearing high heels, guys. Bradshaw, I don't know what's going on.
High heels runs in.
Was this a rib?
In the NWO 3-on-1 with weapons, fucking run away for Bradshaw.
High heel Brad.
Why is Bradshaw getting the better of the NWO?
You bloody peasant.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's 3 against 1, and the NWO got weapons, and they're fucking bolting. I mean, fair enough, Austin, like, but it's Bradshaw. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking hell.
You know what's weird about this? It's like, you don't really think about that many times where Kane gets unmasked, but there's actually been quite a few times.
I know, Jesus Christ. Whether it's accidental or on purpose, it's just unmasked city.
We come back from the break. Ric Flair comes into the NWO
locker room. He's no happy. He says, when I drafted these, this is wasn't what I had in mind. Well, I mean, it is the fucking poison. So when you draft the poison to your brand, I mean,
see, that's again Ric Flair being pissed. Like,
I know, like,
you drafted them to shaft McMahon, not because they're good guys.
Yeah, I mean, Ric Flair had to expect the NWO to get on like this. I drafted the NWO so you could act like good, upstanding citizens. I mean,
not bloody peasants.
I mean, come on, of course the NWO's going to get on like this.
Nash kind of grabs him and he suspends him. Good night.
Nash grabs Ric Flair and says, "What the hell are you going to do about it, right? It's your boy." And then Ric Flair suspends Nash without pay, and we all know how much Nash loves his money.
This must have been a drug suspension, I think, or something.
Or you're fucking useless in the ring, so we'll get ready for a couple of weeks. I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems weird to get
it's
ready.
weird, like, because even Nash's presence would be good to have on Raw. So the fact that they're getting rid of him for a wee bit, it's a bit weird.
And then he comes back, and I'm pretty sure the first time he's back, he does his quad. Fucking disaster all around, like.
No, I don't think he does, because he's with Michaels and fucking Booker T and that.
And he does his quad that week.
Does he?
That night, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's like the 15th of May.
I think quick trivia, I think this could be the last time we ever see the Outsiders in WWE.
Bar any job or appearance they've made in the last couple of years.
Which is fucking pish, so we're not going to count them. So anyway, there you go, Kevin Nash.
No, I'll tell you what, it's a shame we didn't get the Outsiders against like the Dudleys or the Hardys or something.
It can't really work though, can they?
I know, but...
TLC 4, fucking chucking the Outsiders. I mean,
tables, ladders, and wheelchairs. Fuck's sake. That's what I need.
Oh fuck! Could you just imagine Nash on top of a ladder, kind of bump to the side? Holy shit! Through a table.
A razor's edge on top of a ladder would be pretty good.
Good luck getting Scott Hall up there though, fuck. Up next with William Regal versus Spike Dudley, European Championship on the line.
The guy that should have been world champ jobs out the Spike Dudley again.
The guy that should have been world champ can't even fucking defend his European Championship, what the hell. Referee takes 1 set and knocks off Regal. Regal's got another set. He hides him in the turnbuckle. Spike Dudley runs it, he sees us, grabs the knocks, hits William Regal, gets the pin, defeats William Regal, and William Regal's lost the European Championship in about a fucking 4-second match. Spike Dudley's the new European champion. Did not like this, but I mean,
it was a good moment, but I don't know, Regal deserves more.
I know, I know it's only the European Championship, but I think he could have given Regal a really solid run.
See the fact you did a brand split? This guy should be in the world title picture, near enough. He should be up there. He shouldn't be with Spike Dudley.
if he was losing the European Championship because they had bigger things for him, I'd be all for it. But I've got a feeling that's not the case. Backstage with all the jobbers basically congratulating
pouring
Spike Dudley.
drinks over each other. Tommy Dreamer, Big Show, Coachman.
That's what I mean. Big Show, one minute he's a fucking jobber, then the next minute they're making it, oh, when this guy gets angry, nobody can stop him.
Why doesn't he get angry then all the time?
Exactly. Instead of congratulating Spike Dudley, why doesn't he say, look, Spike, me, you the night, because I want that European Championship?
The best thing about this is Bubba Ray acknowledging Spike and be like, yeah.
Yeah, he comes in, gives him a wee shake of the hand. Big Show stares down Bubba Ray if he's going to do something. Bubba Ray's a hardcore champion. Bubba Ray would kill you.
Exactly, you pish.
Up next, match of the night, in my opinion, by far, RVD versus the Undertaker, #1 contenders match. Now, even JR and King alluded to the fact that if Undertaker wins this, he becomes #1 contender, but nothing about if RVD wins it, he becomes #1 contender.
Yeah, they were talking about the fact they have no idea what this match means.
Like, I'm assuming, I assumed when Ric Flair announced it was going to be RVD Taker, Austin Hall, the two winners going to face each other. But that doesn't seem to be the case. See if Taker wins this, match, and then Hall beats Austin. Hall doesn't get to face Taker at Backlash.
Yeah, it just seems
Taker's
like Taker
just
automatically.
So like what? I mean, could have clarified that a wee bit better. I mean, fucking made no sense. But anyway, great match. RVD booked hella strong here. I mean, it looks like he had Taker beat several times, and Eddie Guerrero had to come out and save the dead man's ass there. So, Latino Heat saving the dead man.
Tell you what, every time Taker and Van Dam have a match, it's pretty good.
It is. RVD kicked out of the choke slam. Kicked out of Eddie Guerrero, smashing him over the head with the Intercontinental Championship, but could not kick out the last ride. Yeah, so
the last
ride was RVD's last ride, and Taker picks up the win. Impressive match here on Monday Night Raw. Up next, we had Trish Stratus versus Molly Holly with Jazz. I was going to say she was doing commentary, but she just sat there with a black eye, didn't do any fucking thing. To be fair, it was probably better for us that she didn't speak. And
Trish Stratus with a belt.
Yeah, when she was going for the Stratisfaction on the outside, then Molly Holly spent about 10 seconds getting Trish into a pin, which she didn't need to do because Trish was like knocked out. So, I mean, really, I mean, I thought that was awkward.
It was a bit awkward.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you're setting up this sort of fucking like roll up kind of maneuver when
if someone's knocked out, they don't need rolled up.
Yeah, when you could have just pinned them. I mean, madness. Then backstage with Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar. Heyman doesn't want Brock to touch any of the fans tonight in case he gets AIDS. And, no, not AIDS, in case he gets like the trouble suspended by the Nature Boy.
If they touch you, brother,
there's a different story there. Then Heyman comes out, cuts a big promo. Lesnar doesn't do anything, just flexes his muscles. And
I'll tell you what, it worked 19 years ago, but we got sick of it about 15 years later.
Yeah. But even then, like, I mean, no one's marking it over Brock Lesnar at the moment. I mean, you might mark it over him in a couple of years when all the big guns have left, but I don't. After seeing Lesnar debut here and Heyman talking about him, I don't want to see Lesnar over Austin.
No.
So, anyway, the Hardys come out, attack Lesnar, don't really get much success in.
Apart from two brutal chair shots to the dome.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy cracks him with like the chair, but kind of misses and hits him with the tip, and I'm
then Matt just cracks him with a full fucking chair.
I'm surprised Lesnar wasn't busted open here.
Especially from the first one. I thought his nose would have been sliced.
Yeah, I was expecting
split or something.
I soon he got to the back, like I'm gonna be half surprised if fucking Lesnar battered Jeff, and that's how Jeff got addicted to fucking painkillers because Brock fucking destroyed him that much. Then with Big Show versus Mr. Perfect.
Like, not gonna lie, see this match on paper, this sounds good. This sounds like, oh, this is the second last match on Raw. That sounds good, but it's fucking pish.
Mr. Perfect, blatant low blow in front of the referee. Referee just lets it go, and then he hits a perfect plex, which he'd never thought he'd see.
Great manoeuvre.
Didn't think he was going to get it on Big Show. You know, you expect him to go for it, and then Big Show, oh look at me, I'm big and fucking fat and 500 pounds, and you know. Doesn't blocks the move or whatever, but no, he actually does the move just for Big Show to kick it at one.
Is this not the guy who got eliminated in the Alliance match by a kick for Van Dam?
That was Kane.
Point is, Kane's booked a lot more stronger than Big Show.
And my point is, Big Show's been losing fucking all the time, like, isn't he? I mean,
he was teaming up with Spike Dudley for like 6 months.
hey, Spike Dudley's European champion.
What was the harm here in this being a 2.5? He kicks out at like, I mean.
I think it should have won.
Yes, but if it's not going to win, why make it 0.9, not 2.9?
I mean, this would be like Kevin Nash hitting the jackknife on Big Show, and Big Show kicking it at 1.
Yeah. Anyway, though, Austin's backstage. He's walking. He wants he wants to clear up what's happening with the world title picture, just like everyone else.
Yeah. So Austin doing the rest of us a favour because we don't have a fucking clue. Ric Flair clarifies that just because Taker won doesn't mean that Austin's out. If Austin beats Scott Hall, then Austin's back in, and then it's going to be Austin versus Taker at Backlash, and then the winner of that gets whoever is the champion. So Austin then, figures out what's happening.
But I can't help but feel that Van Damme and Hall have been shafted here.
Yeah, even though they're probably never going to win. Like
I know, but
I mean, come on.
But yeah, another good match here between Hall. I probably preferred this to the Mania match.
Yeah, I thought this was better than the Mania match. The Mania match didn't really do anything for me. I mean, this match was pretty good. You had X-Pac on the outside, causing interference. Taker comes in late on after the referee's knocked down, chokeslams Austin. You're thinking, fuck, Taker's going to cost Austin. Taker's going to be the new number 1 contender. But then Bradshaw with his high heels again runs it.
Heel Brad.
I mean, Bradshaw did it. I mean, I kind of understand Bradshaw getting involved, but for some reason he was more focused on getting rid of the Undertaker rather than taking it to the NWO.
Who have been shafting.
Yeah, which he's in a feud with. So, like, that didn't make a lot of sense to me, but maybe you could say, well, he wanted to get rid of Taker so Austin could beat the NWO.
And maybe it's kind of looking like Taker's teaming up with the NWO here.
I'm seeing Taker, Pac, and Hall versus Austin, Kane, and Bradshaw in the near future. Am I wrong?
I see that happening.
That'd be a good 6-man tag to get on.
A weird fucking match, but I'll take it.
Austin then hits a stunner on X-Pac after Bradshaw clotheslines Taker to the crowd and they fight their way to the back. Then hits a dodgy looking stunner. Well, not the stunner wasn't dodgy, but the setup tape was Scott Hall. Scott Hall's bouncing about, Irish whip into the turnbuckles, and he's fucking.
He's like a drunk guy returning home for the bar
here. I think Scott Hall was definitely under the influence here. That dodgy, but he'll still put on a half decent match. So you can't slap about the guy too much.
Decent, like, but yeah.
Austin wins. Ric Flair goes to celebrate with Austin. He gets a stunner as well. Austin celebrates with a beer.
For Ric Flair, single-handedly fucking up the entire story arc of this show.
He deserved a stunner.
Yep.
Probably deserved 2, but he only got 1. Austin celebrates. Raw goes off the air. And yeah, that's it then. So,
time for the ratings.
What's that said?
What did we give last week? I think 7. It was 7. This was much better than last week. But again, I think it falls under the same problem SmackDown had to a degree, where Rock kissing Hogan's ass put a downer on the show. Well, not a downer on the show, but I think you've got to take points off. And I think for Ric Flair, just completely and utterly fucking up what this show was about.
I think I'd give it an 8. I think an 8.
Yeah, an 8.
An 8's fair. I mean,
in terms of anything else, Mr. Perfect's suplex, I mean, what's that all about?
Hitting the Mr. Perfect hitting the perfect plex on the Big Show and getting a 1 count.
I mean, that is fucking. I mean, I'm trying to look now. Everything else here. Well, Regal losing the European title, but it was a good wee moment for Spike.
Like, would Perfect not have been better off just hitting like a jobber DDT on Big Show and getting a 1 count? For them to actually for him to hit the perfect plex, and then I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
But overall, good Raw. I mean, great start with Austin and Taker. William Regal's wee promo backstage with Trish was fantastic.
Bloody peasants.
Taker RVD was great. Kane stuff with NWO was good.
Bobby Ray was good.
Everything, a lot of good stuff. It was just a bit confusing with the whole number 1 contender stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't say I can't recall anything bad on the show. So
if it was Bischoff in charge, I feel like it would have been a lot smoother. I don't know. I think there's just something about Ric Flair.
Well, like I said, I never really enjoyed Ric Flair's return.
I just feel like
I feel like he's not that good until he teams up in Evolution, and I think Rick even says that he lost his way.
I think with Ric Flair, see people who like kind of don't go with a. I think Ric Flair's kind of going like completely off script, where he doesn't have any sort of lines hanged, and I think when you're in a 40 figure, that doesn't really work. Because you need to get your points across, and this needed to be explained. Yeah. I don't know. Like, maybe he just had bullet points and he completely went off on it.
Right, well, let's wing our rating then. I'm giving it an 8.
I'll give it an 8.
And that's an 8 out of 10.
We're back with the top 5 moments. A lot of good moments, so tune in for that. And then it'll be SmackDown, and then Raw, SmackDown, Backlash. So until then,
peace.